Shalom, shalom. Love to give our praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua Bahashem, Call, Kadash, Brakatah. You know, double honor to the apostles. Shalom to the brothers, that's preaching truth and sincerity. Like to come at y'all with a quick hit, man. The will of a lion, man. You got to be a dominant male. You got to be an alpha. You got to be alpha. You got to, in this truth, you gotta strive, man. You can't tolerate. You gotta have integrity. You gotta have dignity. This is First Corinthians 9:26, right? Um, First Corinthians 9:20. Actually, uh, and 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receive the prize to run that ye may obtain. Right? You gotta run sprint. You gotta. This is hey man, this not the race not given to the swift, but you gotta go. You gotta be steadfast. You gotta be strong in this truth. You gotta have a backbone. You gotta be a spiritual. You gotta pray. You gotta fast. You gotta eat. You gotta work. You gotta live a king life. Um, you gotta represent yourself as a man of the Lord. You gotta live not like the heathens. You know, so we running for this prize. We running because we got faith. That we're going to receive this prize, but no one can't run for you. In the truth, can nobody run? No one can run for you. You gotta actually wake up, shake the dust off, and get out there, man. That what you got to do. Because no one's going to do it for you. We live in a time, we live in a society where people basically is lazy. People like to ask for other people to do what they can do, man. No one. Hey, I learned at a young age, even before the truth. Ain't nobody gonna do shit for you. You gotta actually, ain't nothing just gonna be to you. You really gotta go out there and get it. And that's just like in the truth. You gotta be able to get it. What I mean by that, you gotta read, study on your own. Read, study, uh, uh, you know, catch some videos, watch some videos, about the truth stuff. You gotta do this on your own, man. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Um, verse 25, and every man, uh, let's say every man that striveth for the majesty is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible crown. And that's what it is. You can't do it falsely. You can't think that, okay, I'm gonna cheat my way in this thing. Well, guess what? You're gonna get a corruptible crown. If you think that you're gonna enter inside this race and you're gonna cheat, you're gonna slack off, you're gonna still be of the old ways, before you came in the truth. Oh, I'm still gonna drink excessively. I'm still gonna rob. I'm still gonna steal. I'm gonna commit adultery. And you think you still and still you claim that you believe in the Lord. You claim that I'm a man of the Lord, but you're doing things slothfully and you're doing things um you know, like in a creep way manner. Guess what? You're going to receive a corruptible crown. All right. We can look that word up too. A corruptible crown, right? Let's look the word up. This internet kind of slow. Let me all right, corruptible crown, right? Let's see what this word. Let's see what this word go back to. This the Greek, right? So like your brothers, I'm just trying to, I'm not the best. I'm not too much internet savvy, but okay. Let's see. All right. Incorruptible. Oh, perishing. You perishing. You perish. It's a decaying. So when you do this, when you call yourself, when you call and when you're calling the truth and you believe and you do things that's basically like in a perverse way, you're dying, you're decaying, you're perishable, you're gonna perish soon. You're gonna perish soon. You know, one thing about the Lord, like the scripture say in Matthew, is what it like it said, you cannot serve two masters. All right, you cannot serve two masters, man. Either you're gonna follow me or you're not. Like there's no one thing about the Lord. Like there's no gray area. There's no like the scriptures say in Revelation, right? It say what? Either you hot or you cold. You know, there's no lukewarm. This, you know, I like and like a brother always tell a story. He said he was in a restaurant one time, and the waitress brought out the food, and the food was you know, it wasn't, you know, when you get some food, fresh food, it's supposed to be hot, steamy, you know. So he got the food, it was cold, and he told the manager came and said, you know, he said to the manager, I'm not eating it. This food is, you know, it's like it's not hot. So what the manager did, he took the plate off the table and guess what? Just threw it away. Just threw it away. And that's how you do it. You don't warm it. No, you know, you got to be hot in this thing, man. You either got to be hot or you cold, man. You got to either believe or you don't. You know. So the scriptures say, I'm gonna read that scripture again. First Corinthians 9:25. And every man that striveth for the magistracy, it is temperate in all things. Now that now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible crown. We want an incorruptible crown. Now let's look that word up. Incorruptible crown, right? Strong's G862, right? Let's see what all right, let's see what that say. Uncorrupt or decay, imperishable, immortal. You know, so you know that's what it is. We're not going to perishable. We're imperishable. We're incorruptible. We're um im, we're immortal. You know, though you might die in the flesh, guess what? You're forever with the Lord, man. Well, what the scriptures say, who can separate me from my love? You know, who can separate me? Can nobody separate me from the Most High? You know, in Romans. What's going on, G 2220 ministry, man? I just now check you out, man. All right, that stuff again, huh? Verse Verse Corinthians 9:26. It said, therefore, so run. Right, run, man. You know, run, man. Like one thing about it, you run, pray, fast, keep the faith, study, keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities. You know, it said, therefore, so run, not as uncertain. Right, we're not running for doubt. We're not running. What's the point of running if you're doubting something? What's the point of building? What's the point of doing anything if you doubt the whole thing? If you in a relationship and you with a woman and you think she's cheating on you, what's the point of being with her, man? You know, I mean, or like you don't plan on, or like you with a woman for a certain amount of time, you don't plan on having some type of, kid, or because if I'm with a woman for a certain amount of years, yeah, you gonna have, a woman is meant to have a kid by. A woman is meant to, you supposed to, cook clean. A woman supposed to cook clean and do these things. What's the point of being with a woman and she's just not doing anything? I'm just using that as an example, but you can use that example with anything. What's the point of doing something if you think it uncertain? So in my case, what's the point of me preaching and what's the point of me going out there in the highways and byways and doing the videos if I don't even believe in it? What's the point? So it say therefore so run not as uncertainly. We cannot run in this thing uncertainly, man. We gotta believe in what the Bible say, man. Okay. And and that's another thing. In this run, yes, and when you run in a race, let me get this scripture. I'm gonna make a point, and and I'm gonna come back to the scripture, right? I'm gonna make a point. I'm gonna make a point. Psalms 37 and 23, right? It say the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delight in his ways. All right, hold on. Though he fall, remember that. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hands. Now, when you in a race, sometimes you fall, sometimes you trip, sometimes you know that's a part of this truth. I've never got proud enough. If someone teach me something new, okay, I'm gonna say okay. I'm never I will admit certain things. I don't know everything in the scriptures. I'm not the most. I don't know every single thing. Sometimes I forget. I'm only in this flesh. By the way, sometimes I gotta look back on things. I gotta restudy things. I gotta check. Okay, damn. Like I forgot. Is that right? What's this? What do that mean again? You know. But I'm never too proud enough to admit where I'm wrong or I don't know something at the time. I got to do more study on something. That's a part of this race. It's a part of this run. Sometimes you got to stop and tie your shoes back up. You know, I don't know if someone played basketball, but even if you watch the NBA, if you watch certain players, they always say sometimes they got to stop and tie their shoes back. Just to tighten back up. So you always got to tighten yourself back up. You know, that's with anything. With a car, you always got to get to tune-ups, oil changes. With anything, you always got to maintenance yourself. So in this truth, don't just think that you're just gonna run. No, you're gonna run, and guess what? Just said you might gonna have to drink some water. Gotta be like, yo, I gotta take a little. I gotta take some and keep running. It's not that you gave up, but what the scripture say is it say what, man? Even though he falleth, he would not utterly be cast down. Sometimes you might go off. You might go off just because of ignorance. All right. But you're not utterly cast down. When you're utterly cast down is when you lose the faith, when you just don't believe no more, when you let your conscience deceive you. That's when you're utterly cast down. All right. So I'm gonna read that back again. This is Psalm 37, verse 20 to 22. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth. Verse 23. It said, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delight in his ways. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. Right? The Lord is going to uphold you with his faith, with this, he gonna dwell with you. That's why here in Second Corinthians, right? It said what? In First Corinthians, it said what? Not as uncertainly, right? Because the Lord, you got to believe in the Lord. You got to believe the Lord is fighting for you. You got to believe the Lord is going to uphold you. You got to believe the Lord is going to keep you with integrity, keep you strong. A lion's will, a will of a lion, and a will of a lion. I got a video here. A lion is a dominant creature. A lion this video is the dominant male lion would not tolerate intruders. And that's how you got to be. You would not tolerate demons. You would not tolerate your own conscience trying to play with you. You will be a dominant lion. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be you got to be dominant. You got to be an alpha, in the truth. You got to be run with certainty and not uncertainty. It says, so I therefore shall run not as uncertainly shall fight I, not as one that beateth the air, right? But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means when I have preached to others, I myself shall be a castaway. So I hope to was edifying with that, Shalom.